Hello everyone, this is Fire. We're checking out Unnamed Alchemy game. This is a game I've not played before. We're going to give it a playtest and see if we can give some useful feedback. This is actually, I'm kind of restarting this video. I actually had a bit of a crash before. My computer actually ran out of memory while playing this, and I'm not sure that it was necessarily the game's fault or not, but it was like right when I tried to start the game. But I had like a zillion things open in Chrome, which was eating up the majority of my memory. So that was not something that usually happens while I play games or play test them, but I'm not sure whether or not game is at fault here. But I'm gonna go ahead and speed this along a little bit. So previously I popped this open, I checked the settings. I mentioned how this looks kind of funny when you click on this, like it doesn't really look like it ticks properly. It's like the border kind of fades in and out. Maybe that's just not fully implemented or whatever. It'd be nice to have exclusive full screen option and like VSync on and off options. I always consider those to be standard kind of necessities for video options and such. But we got text speed, disabled grass for performance. For now, we're going to leave it as is. We're going to go ahead and click on new game. So I got here and I fiddled with these for a bit. I noticed that changing the hands didn't seem to do anything. It just might not be. Oh. Okay, so clicking on 1, 2, 3 doesn't seem to do anything, but clicking up here changes the hand color. Okay. Oh, hands, gloves, oh, okay, okay. That's. Oh, see, I didn't realize this before. Okay, so. Yeah, so these different things, we've got like tunic, gloves, simple paint shoes. This is confusing to me because I noticed like the numbers down here. So I thought we'd just click between these and that would be the options. I didn't realize that also clicking on the arrows is like a completely different thing. So this actually changes the clothes that you have, and then this changes the color. So this is laid out in a way that's really confusing. The last time I fiddled with this for a while and never figured that out. I just happened to figure it out this time. So I think there's a better way you can communicate that this changes the clothes and this changes the color, that kind of thing. But I don't want to waste too much time here, so so another thing, it's weird because the name field here doesn't support capitalization. It just automatically capitalizes the first letter of the word. Whereas here we can do as much capitals or not as we want, so it's kind of silly, in my opinion, that it's set up that way. It's very strange. I mean, I don't know what none... Oh, looks like we have a belt. Okay. That's cool. Oh, we got glasses. Alright, let's go with it. So, hopefully we'll make it into the game this time. We are loading currently. Alright, we loaded into the game. I'm gonna check real quick. I'm just looking at Windows Task Manager at the moment. And it doesn't look like it did anything ridiculous with the memory usage here, so I'm gonna chalk that up to let's call it user error, the crash last time due to memory running out. So we've got Lala. Okay, freeloader, you've been here for a while now. Hopefully you've learned something. So I do have an Xbox controller here just in case. I don't know if it's supported. I'm gonna try hitting some buttons. Apparently it's not working, at least for the dialogue. So maybe it's not intended. Maybe it's more of a keyboard and mouse sort of game. Excuse me. Alright, I pressed E, it didn't work. I think I had to like refocus the window here. Wait, did I have the window out of focus when I was getting gamepad controls? I guess I better check that now that and maybe unplugging the gamepad made the window go out of focus because it pops up with this stupid little connection lost thing from the Xbox thing. So just in case. Alright, I'm hitting more buttons. Alright, that's good enough for me. Let's move on. Alright, yeah, that's what happened. Alright, so time to test you. You're going to create something. First you need to gather materials. Go outside and hunt down some herbs. Remember, you need 2 different types to create anything. To gather, just stand in front of them, then press E to pick it up. Sometimes herbs are hidden in hard to see places. You control the camera with the mouse wheel. Scrolling it zooms in and out while clicking and dragging will rotate. Once you've got some herbs, come talk to me. And remember, if you forget any of this, you can open your journal with the tab key to see what you need to do. Alright, can I walk? WSD is walking. I feel a little bit slow. I don't know if it's the same outside. kind of snap to different directions. Okay, so a lot of games I kind of like if like the inertia on the movement's really low, but in this case it's would probably be a bit nicer to have just a little bit of physicality to the motion, so it's not quite so jerky. Also, like the camera, really good idea is to kind of smooth out the camera. Right now you just have it 100% centered on the character. It's not very difficult generally to just add some like smoothing on the camera to make it so it's not so abrupt. So like every time, not only is my character movement abrupt, but like literally every time I move, like the camera kind of shares the abruptness. So it just sort of makes the whole game presentation feel a little bit less nice and polished than it ought to be. So even if you didn't change the character control at all, but you just smoothed out the camera a little bit, that would probably make a big difference. So I guess it was E to pick things up. It'd be nice to have some kind of indication that I'm like in front of something that I can interact with. Just have like a little icon pop up or something with like the E key. Because I don't really know like how close do I need to be. I also don't necessarily know like what things in the environment I can interact with the E key. So those are things that you want to communicate. You can put like a little highlight that appears around the object, that kind of thing. Oh, okay, so I can hold shift to run, which is nice, I guess. I don't know what other kind of gameplay is here. It looks like I can go all the way back here. It'd be nice to not have this be fully occluded, I guess. Like I like how the trees are going transparent like that. But you could also just have like just a outline on your character or something. But as far as walking like this, I'm getting the feeling like you might just want to just hold shift all the time because it's just faster, and this is like really slow. In which case, I think the better option would be, even if you don't have a run button on shift, you could just simply increase the base move speed, and it would kind of accomplish the same thing without like, wearing out the player's pinky finger as much holding shift the whole time. This can get annoying after a while. How do I talk to this person? Pressing E, is that not it? I only picked up one thing. What else were we supposed to do? I guess she said tab. Oh, okay, so journal is apparently our like quests or whatever. So, alright, it's nice to have this information. So you can be absolutely clear about what you're doing here. I don't know how far I can go here in these woods and stuff. Is that an herb? I think that's an herb, right? Alright, yeah, it's a little particular in... Well, I can't really see. Okay. Yeah, it's a little particular in the positioning. Like, you might want to start making that a little more forgiving in terms of picking that up. It's also like, with the WASD input, it can be a little bit annoying to try and like face your character towards something. Like, if you have a gamepad, it's much more comfy in my opinion, but this kind of thing, it can be a little bit annoying to just like precisely just aim your character at something. Especially like if I'm trying to do a diagonal, if I like press and hold diagonal and release it the wrong way, it kind of turns because I don't let my finger off both buttons simultaneously. You can kind of see I'm demonstrating it intentionally, but that's something that can happen. So that's things like this can be kind of annoying. So there's ways around that. For one thing, you just make this more forgiving. There's just the collision in general, or just make it so that you're, I don't know, roughly close to it. It'll still work or something. You can also incorporate the mouse input. I don't even know if the mouse is actually being used. It's on the screen. Just the standard Windows cursor here, but a bit unfortunate to have a loading screen every time you cross over here. This seems like it could be something. I mean, this is kind of a small room. There's not that much in here, so maybe you could transition in here a little more seamlessly, possibly. So I do have 2 herbs, as far as I know, but I don't appear to know how to talk to this person again. Bring them back to Lala, so that's what I did. Oh, now it's working. Okay. Well, I did try the E key a few times. Does she only respond from the side? I don't really know why that wasn't working. And yeah, again, it would be nice to have, like what I mentioned before about just have like a little icon pop up that shows like the E key when you're in a context where the E key is going to work. So what that'll do in this case is like if I'm trying to figure out how to talk to this person, I'm kind of running around, and then like once I get into the area where I'm sort of like in range to do this, the little icon will pop up, and that'll tell me as the player that okay, this is how I'm meant to interact, to talk to this person. It just, you know, it does a lot to communicate to the player how the game's meant to be played. I need to craft those materials into something. Go stand in front of the cauldron, chuck the herbs in, give a little mix and poof. Something you can't remember, look in your journal. Alright. I guess we just click on these. Alright, I kind of expected maybe clicking and dragging. I feel like you can make these stand out a little bit more, and like the action of them appearing in the slot maybe. So I guess on the sides we get 2 different herbs, and then I don't know, maybe the potion just appears in the middle, or is that something else? I don't know. Just click on, oh wait, there's descriptions at the bottom here. Witch's herb, grows fast and used to make healing. Healing herb, minor healing. Alright, item successfully created. We got a little bit of experience, I believe. And then it just kind of appeared in some kind of inventory or down here, I don't know. Oh, painkillers, wait. I think, did I hover over this and it changed this here, or is that's here? Okay. Help numb pain, heals 1 HP every 5 seconds. We do have HP. Looks like we have attack and defense. Good job, 5. It's not the greatest quality, but it's acceptable. Come talk to me outside. Lonely forest. Touch you everything I can. You'll gain nothing more by staying here. Okay. Thank you very much. So we're gonna go live somewhere else. A small village full of nice people. Live in your old house. It'll take us a day. Alright. Alright, more loading screens. Breezevale Village. Alright, here's my home. The mayor's going to stop by. This kind of has that Animal Crossing vibe to it going on here. Don't be slacking off. So apparently my home has a little alchemist thing over it. I guess yeah, this definitely looks like a shop. So I can imagine this is going to have... Oh, apparently there's like a side door here. Oh, it actually... Wait. Supposedly you can like click and rotate... Oh, middle click. Okay. Middle click and drag rotates the camera. Alright. Interesting. So it's a little strange how it only rotates within like a 90-degree radius here. That's pretty weird in my opinion. The other thing is that when I click and move the camera, it moves in the opposite direction than I expect it to when I move the mouse. So that could be a subjective thing. It looks like I can click again to center it. That's nice because it's kind of funny the way it works here. But yeah, if that makes sense to you, that's cool, but I would add like an option in the settings to invert that because it feels very kind of awkward and disorienting, like moving completely opposite how I expect. But yeah, it'd be nice to be able to like see my character behind the wall here a little bit. I don't know if I can interact with anything in here. Oh, looks like we have storage. At least there's a little pop-up here. I mean, that's appreciated. Sleep. Yeah. Alchemy. Alright, and then presumably going to have a shop at some point. Hopefully I can get through enough of this game within the amount of time I have left here to make this video. Looks like I can't go in here yet. It is the middle of the night. I haven't talked to the mayor or whatever. It looks like it's Monday the 1st. Almost midnight. Funny looking stairs. Those are quite chunky for stairs. So again, with the idea of like having little pop-ups, it might be nice if you have... What is this? Drain stamina, sleeping won't fully restore health or stamina. Okay. I don't know if that means like I'm staying up too late, so my stamina is draining. Maybe that's the idea. I'm getting the idea that maybe... Wait, let me check this real quick. There's something that popped up. Oh. So the mayor showed up. Okay. Interesting. I feel like the game wanted me to sleep and then come out, and then maybe the mayor was supposed to show up, and then I guess he just showed up anyways, even though it's 12:30 at night. I don't know. Okay, he's gonna show me around at 12:30. Which is a little weird. But yeah, so like if I'm supposed to go to sleep, I think you can communicate that a bit better to the player, because I'm just kind of wandering around here. Here's the item shop. I'm greedy. Blacksmith. The blacksmith's daughter is a favorite of adventurers. Alright, yeah, so the pacing's a bit slow here. I mean, I can kind of get the idea. It's meant to be one of these more chill sort of experiences. Doctor's office. Why are we going back this way? We were just over here. It's kind of silly. Yeah, I mean, I could see people getting a little impatient at this part, but maybe it's just kind of fitting the general pacing of the game. I did notice this sort of tiny little thing, but like when the guy stops in front of the door, it looks like he kind of blurs for a moment. I believe he's just like rotating side to side, like extremely rapidly for a moment, which is kind of funny. But there's maybe just like a little bit of a bug in the rotation movement code here. So the craftsman, I think it said, to decorate the home. Strange furniture. We're not even half done. Oh yeah, he's doing the little vibrate thing again. It's really subtle. Carpenter. So yeah, quite a few things to get through here. Probably be a good idea to pick up the pace a little bit, particularly, you know, the walking in between the houses. You could probably do that faster. I don't think you're losing anything by doing that. Going all the way up here. I'm a little curious why the verticality seems to be kind of exaggerated when you're going up and down stairs. Seems like the staircase is there's like 2 steps, but it's like the height of my character kind of thing. Oh, it's a little unusual. Maybe there's some kind of design reason for that, like the buildings below the ledge won't cover up the ones on top or something. I don't know. All right. Now we're going all the way back. We're going back down the stairs and everything. Oh my gosh. Yeah, those are massive stairs. Oh boy, yeah, this is a while just to sit here and watch and listen to this. Alright, the bar. Now we're gonna walk all the way back home. Oh gosh. Yeah, so I mean I only have so much time to do this playtest, but I feel like half the video has been just this one scene so far. So yeah, I mean I think that the text seems just fine, but like the amount of walking in between the places and everything, it seems very drawn out. think it said most won't open until 9 a.m. or something like that. Something about crossing the bridge. Sorry, I'm not paying as much attention to this. There's monsters. Alright. Holy moly. Yeah, so the loading screen is a bit jarring. If nothing else, I think you could just like hide this. I don't think you need to show this loading screen like this. You could just do like some kind of transition effect. Alright, yeah, this is what I was curious about before, this arrow. Oh, is it because of the stamina thing? It's like telling me to go, I don't know. But looks like I can't run at the moment. I assume that's because the stamina ran out. But yeah, I think you could, you know, just do like a fade to black or something, and instead of just like flashing this bright loading screen. It's very jarring. Save and sleep, yes. We got no sales, no transmutation. It's like I only got half of my stamina back. That makes me want to like immediately go back to sleep or something. It's kind of, I don't know, it feels unsatisfying to wake up and just only have like half of your stamina. I guess it's relatable. Okay, so now these arrows are popping up, which seem to indicate that I can go in these or not. This is something I was kind of curious about before, is like if you could, again, more with like the visual communication stuff, you could show if I can go in a room or not. This is an unfortunate situation. That really doesn't look very nice at all. So yeah, I mean, I think if nothing else, you could just like prevent the player from walking down here, because they probably don't need to be looking at this, for instance. But apart from that, just for these cases that are harder to handle, I think it's nice if you have like a little outline around the player character that would show through the buildings and stuff. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm doing. There's different shops and oh, the person actually came out. Interesting. Are you just a random person who lives here? Oh, this looks kind of nice. Yeah, this feels very Animal Crossing. It's cool. I can dig it. Is that a bong or something? What the heck? Oh gosh. Alright, so I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I can check the journal. We got to introduce ourselves. Go around the village and introduce yourself to every villager. Wow. Okay, well, it's reasonable enough. Yeah, so this is, I mean, not really what I want to do right now as part of the playtest, but I think it's probably okay in terms of, like I said before, maybe it kind of fits the pace of the game in general. On the other hand, to be honest, if I would consider, if I were you, like, have this to be like a quest. Oh, just talk to some NPCs since most haven't been added yet. Interesting. I would keep this as a quest, but like introduce another quest on top of that. Excuse me. So that you could think of this as like a side quest or something, so that the player isn't necessarily forced to just walk around and talk to everyone. And instead, like, if they want to go do something else to kind of progress the game more, they could, but then like eventually once they go around and talk to everyone, then they can complete this quest. I think that would be a good idea. It might feel a little bit better for the player. You have to be a little careful about the pacing of stuff like this, because it may be, you know, supposed to be kind of a comfy game, and that's perfectly fine. But you don't want to drag it out more than necessary, and you do still have to accommodate for the fact that, you know, just different players have different tastes and stuff. So if you can find ways to sort of, you know, help different players enjoy what they're playing, that would probably be a good idea. It's strange to have this little nook back here. I can't. The camera is inadequate. Oh, I guess I can kind of come up here. Kind of see up there, but there's nothing in there, so I don't know. But yeah, so that kind of thing is a subtle thing that can help, you know, just let the player have a little bit of freedom to do what they actually want to do, instead of necessarily forcing them to do things that might be considered mundane by some players. I think I don't know. I don't think I can interact with that. It's just, it kind of stands out as something, so I'm like trying to mash the E key there. I don't really have any idea what that is. But yeah, I mean, games like Animal Crossing are generally kind of open-ended, and they have some sections where it's kind of, especially in the start, I guess, where it's sort of kind of dragged out a bit while you're introduced to various things. But for the most part, it's about just letting the player do the things that they want to do. So these people are apparently talking. I don't appear to be able to. Oh, okay. So I hit the E key like a bunch of times while I was running into them, but apparently once I got up here, I managed to talk to this person. So I think whatever you're doing to handle the the collision or whatever, like the check to see if the person's in position when you hit the E key to talk to them. I feel like this is kind of inadequate because I'm having this happen a lot where I'm like just trying to talk to somebody and I'm like mashing the E key and running around, and then like finally at some point it actually starts working and it's like, oh well, I guess that was what I was supposed to do. I'm apparently a nerd. This person is my boss, I guess. Can I talk to you too? I can. Okay, Marigold. Interesting. Does that... Alright, I got one of the people. I talked to two people and one of them was one of the quest people, I guess. Yeah, that loading screen, it's not even the loading times that are the issue, it's just how jarring the screen itself is. So I would just put like a transition there. Just fade to black and that kind of thing, and just make it nice and smooth. I don't believe I have money. It doesn't actually... Okay, right here, I think that's how much money I have. I don't know why this is 1 out of 10, but looks like I have 0 gold, which is what I expected. I guess this is the very popular Nuna. Okay. She's very popular with the adventurers, okay. We can go in here. Again, the walls are sort of... I guess I can do this. I want to see behind these walls a bit better. But yeah, I find this camera behavior a bit funny. I'm sure if the movement wasn't inverted, I wouldn't find it as bonkers. But it is sort of strange just how limited it is. I'm sure that the developer has this idea they don't want to have to show the backsides of everything, I guess, but I don't know. So yeah, I don't know where else to go to. I mean, obviously there's other places to go, but I don't have like a certain sense of direction as far as where I meant to go to talk to the next people here. Springtime goods. Looks like we have food and drink, some shoes. Halves stamina cost while running. That sounds helpful. This sounds extremely helpful, actually. Like half is quite a bit of a reduction, I think. And I'm running a lot. So yeah, apparently the running does have a cost associated with it, but I don't want to walk around the game like this. Like the pace in the game is already pretty slow, like even just holding run all the time. So I think that's something you want to keep in mind. Like I'm happy playing Animal Crossing and everything. It's a great game. Just as an example of a sort of a slow-paced game, but that doesn't mean that you can just get away with like literally anything in terms of pacing, right? You still have to make the game not feel like it's a waste of time to the player, and being able to move along a bit quicker helps to sort of makes the game a little bit more compact, which also sort of packs in more of the interesting stuff into like a more condensed form, you know what I mean? So it's not diluted by having these long stretches of walking and stuff, and that can be just more entertaining for the player. Work done on the house, medium bedroom, increases space for furniture. So yeah, this is all cool stuff. Again, it's very Animal Crossing-esque, and I'm into it. I guess we have at some point there's going to be combat and everything, which I'm into also. I always thought like some kind of adventuring would be fun in a bona fide Animal Crossing game. I don't know about like putting swords and monsters into Animal Crossing itself, but at least being able to like explore like a little cavern or something would be fun. Yeah, so where do I go from here? So that's kind of the thing, right? So I have I've only gotten 2 of the characters I'm supposed to talk to. I like this water shader. That's pretty cool looking water. Very simple, but it works well here. It looks really nice. So yeah, that's kind of the other problem with this quest, because I don't really know where to go next. I'm just kind of wandering, and I don't know my way around the town that well, so I just don't know which direction to go in to find the next person. Here's Sebas, I guess. Sort of short for Sebastian, maybe. So the introductions are not increasing. It did say just talk to some NPCs since most haven't been added. Does that mean I can just go back to the Alcalde person? Is that the mayor? I forgot already who that's referring to, and I also don't remember where the mayor lives. Is this the mayor's house? Oh, if it is, I can't go there. I'm out of stamina, so now I'm in slow mode. It's only 2:30 p.m. That's kind of sad. A metaphor for life, I guess. So yeah, I'm not sure if, like, because it says this isn't finished and whatever, like, I don't know what exactly this means. But maybe it means that this number isn't actually going to go up anymore, and I can just finish this quest without actually talking to more people. I don't know. But yeah, I also... Oh, there's a codex here. Interesting. I guess I'll sleep at 3 p.m. Alright, 8 a.m. on Wednesday. That was a long sleep, but I have all my stamina. That's nice. So up here. What is where? I don't know where this is. This is the church. Okay, that's cool. It's kind of a mood. I like the camera angle you got going in there. Adventurers Guild. I don't think I want to be here right now, but this is also cool. A little sword hanging out here. Okay, can I go in here? Oh, I can go in here, I guess. Town Hall. Interesting. So, are you the person I'm supposed to talk to? That is okay. So I didn't remember his name, so I don't have a good memory. You have to understand. So. Oh, okay. So this isn't actually progressing this. Actually, I think this actually went up 1 because of talking to him. So that's weird, because he's supposed to be the one I return to after I complete the quest. I'm not sure. Yeah, so I'm not sure if there are actually 6 of these people that I can introduce myself to or not. It's really kind of unclear how this is implemented currently, because it says it's unfinished and everything. Yeah, I don't know, but that's kind of unfortunate, because I'm feeling like maybe I won't get past this quest for the sake of this playtest. It looks to me like I can squeeze through. Oh, okay. There's a tiny little fence here, just hidden here. That's interesting. Interesting choice. Yeah, so there's a lot of trees, and I don't have any problem with there being a lot of trees, but it does cover up a lot of your view. I know you have this fade out effect, which obviously helps. I think that's important, but I wonder if there's something you can do to kind of make this work a little better. The zooming out actually helps a little. I think these are all herbs I can pick up, maybe. Alright, they kind of look like... I mean, I don't know what they're supposed to look like, but they kind of stand out. I guess they're just flowers or whatever. They stand out from the grass, and... I mean, it kind of looks the same as the other things I picked up, so I don't really understand why I can't pick these up. you know, based on how they look and everything. It's kind of strange. It feels strange. Oh, we have a little dash. Maybe that's useful in combat or whatever. Oh, that's gonna. Oh my gosh, that sucks so much stamina. I don't think there's a way to get stamina apart from going to sleep. At least for right now. Maybe there's some potions or whatever in the future, but to have to like go back and finish the day after like hitting the spacebar too many times, it's kind of unfortunate. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can imagine. I know there's a lot of games that have this sort of stamina system and whatever, the farming games or whatever. But I'm not sure if it's necessarily very fun. I think I talked to you already. Yeah, it's not something I would consider very enjoyable personally. To have to deal with the stamina. Oh, hello. Oh. So this guy will get me a free weapon. I don't know what this is. Oh, Murbish. Okay. Murbish. Okay. She's not very interesting, is she? Okay. So, oh, looks like I managed to get a different quest. So that's interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I don't know, like, once I finish this, was he going to direct me towards leaving the village or something? I don't know, but, like, it's sort of weird to just sort of randomly wander into somebody to get the next quest, you know? I feel like player would need a little bit more explicit direction to push them in the direction that they need to go. I can't really see back here. And I have no idea. Okay, there's the bar. There's my house. That's Marigold, I think. Oh, that's Rabat. Okay. I was gonna say, like, when I first saw this person, then they looked a little different, but I was like, okay, red hair. Maybe that's the Marigold person. I think I talked to this guy before. Yeah. He's the bar person, but he's wandering about, which is interesting. It's midday. Alright, we got 7 out of 6. That's interesting. Maybe I go back to the guy now. I think he was up here and to the right or something. Oh, right here? Yeah, I made it. Okay. Oh, he's not here. Okay. Well, that's weird. Okay. So I appreciate that the people just kind of wander about sometimes. Again, it's very Animal Crossing-esque. It's very there's a sort of organic vibe to it. It's pretty cool. But now I have this quest that I want to complete, and I just don't know where the guy is, and I have no clue as to where to look for him. So that's kind of weird. I don't know what to do apart from that. I mean, I can do this thing. Talk to Wayland. So I don't... The names aren't good enough for me. I understand he's like the blacksmith, but I can't just see a name and then know who that is and then where they are. I guess I randomly... I happen to be here where there's a sword on this building, so that helps. But I don't think that just putting the name here is kind of adequate for giving the player the information they need to know what they're supposed to be doing, you know. Particularly when you're newer at the game, you're not familiar with everyone and all that stuff. All right. Oh no. That was kind of sad. Fancy duds and a proto sword, amateur. So I just click on these and then they equip over here. It might be nice to make this a little bit chunkier. These icons are really kind of small and hard to see. And yeah, I think you just increase the visibility of some stuff by quite a bit. Make the icons bigger and maybe make this more obvious as like this is what's equipped currently and this kind of stuff, I think that would help. Yeah. So we got some things equipped. I got some clothes, which don't show on my body, but that's okay. That would be kind of blowing up the scope a bit anyways. And then proto sword. Can I like... Oh, okay. Fun. I probably waste stamina, I don't know. And I guess we just go down, or do I try to finish that one? I'm just gonna go down here. Can I... Still dangerous. Don't go out after dark, it's when all the strong monsters come out. Alright, it is. Not dark yet. Sorry for the noise. Try the Adventurers Guild as well. Lots of strong people there. One might be willing to show you the ropes and train you up. Interesting. Sounds cool. Alright, so apparently it is possible to leave the town without completing this. But there's never any direction given on how to accomplish that. It's just something I randomly came across. So I feel like you could do a better job giving the players some more direction in regards to that. It looks like we actually have more buildings like immediately outside of the town that we can explore. So we got the forest out here. It's a bit hard to see. So many trees. I guess it's a little slime monster. Do I just kill you? You're awfully cute to kill, I think. Kind of just want to talk to you or something. He's not even trying to hurt me. Oh, I can actually touch him and he doesn't do anything. I don't want to kill the slime. Okay, I'll kill it. Alright, I guess it dropped some slime blob. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could just be a lot more aggressive with fading out more of these trees around you or something to help with visibility. It's really kind of rough. But yeah, okay, the slime's really cute. I like how they literally pose no threat, but I don't necessarily like killing them because of that fact, you know. Alright. I'm not sure, is there a little bit of auto aim with the... I'm kind of using the mouse here. I'm not sure if that actually does anything. Let me experiment a little bit here. That just... Alright, the collider reaches behind me, I guess. I don't know. That one didn't hit though. That was okay. So the collider reaches all the way behind me, but when I like face directly at him and click, it didn't hit him for some reason. Yeah, that's very strange. Some very strange things going on with the collision there. But yeah, like I don't know. Do you purely have to aim with your body? Again, I'm not even facing him and I was hitting him, so it's kind of weird. But looks like I took a little damage. I didn't realize that happened. I heard him kind of buzz and maybe he did like a little attack or something, but I think you want more feedback when you get hit. Make it clear to the player what's going on there, and that should help with the combat a lot because you're not really giving any feedback currently. Looks like we had a little butterfly. Are you also an enemy I can kill? That's kind of sad. I'm gonna kill butterflies. I can't really... Okay, I guess... Oh, he actually has an attack. I guess the butterfly is hovering above the ground a bit, but I can't really tell. Okay, it looks like you have sort of realistic shadows here. I think what you want to do actually is to create a drop shadow under the character instead of using like the real shadows. That'll help the player a lot to be able to judge where this actually exists in space here. So I can kind of collide with it and tell that it's down here, but if you just put like a little drop shadow right here, it just works so much better for gameplay, you know. Yeah, so it looks like I'm taking some oh, this thing's still alive. Looks like I'm taking some damage. I'm just kind of spamming, not really trying to avoid any, but it doesn't really, yeah, it doesn't give me any feedback when I'm getting hit, so it does feel a little weird. That being said, I don't think I have any purpose in hanging out here. I did get, I don't know if this is a debuff, looks like it decreases elemental damage dealt. I'll try to follow this pathway. Looks like it's quite a maze of paths around here, though. Oh, okay. Well, there's a thing here. It's being blocked off. And I don't know where I am. So that's not helpful. I guess. I think it's down here. The thing popped up here again, South Civil Forest, whatever that was. I was just kind of trying to go back to where I came from, but unfortunately I have no idea where I am at this point, so maybe I've gone somewhere else entirely here. Oh, no, I got out. This is where I went in. Okay, so yeah, very maze-like. That was very easy to get lost in there. I don't know, maybe you want to, if not just simplify the paths through the forest, you could at least create some kind of a map or something. Oh, okay. So is that like another quest? No. Alright, well, we get a little taste of the combat. I'm gonna have to wrap up this video. But let's go back in here. At least there's no loading zone crossing the bridge. 6 p.m. low on stamina. I'm gonna see if I can find this guy in here. Why did it just swing the mouse? That was, or the sword. That was strange. Okay, so yeah, it's weird how he disappears and then appears again later, but alright, got some pocket change. We can give gifts, that's nice. Avoid giving them something that they don't like. I guess I got the change. So usually if you give somebody something in the middle of a dialogue like this, what you want to do is like when it finishes, you have like some little pop-up or something that says like, got 100 gold or whatever, you know. Sometimes players just mash through the text and they don't read everything, this kind of thing. You just have to really make it clear what exactly happened to the game amidst that conversation after it's finished, you know. So I guess I did get 100 gold. So I haven't done any finished stuff, but okay, so yeah, after I completed this quest, I wasn't given any further directions. So again, I think you really need to help push the player along a bit. I'm sorry if you hear the cat in the background. But yeah, so like at the start of the game, I was given this one quest and nothing else. So I had like no direction on what else I could do. So it gives me the impression that the only thing I'm supposed to be doing at the moment is that one quest, which is talking to people. Like that's all I can do. And so like I had to go through all that. And then once I finally finished it, I wasn't given anything else. So the game's kind of expecting me apparently to just wander around until I find something that gives me a quest, right? Which, in my opinion, isn't very good, because that just leaves the player just wondering what they're supposed to do. I don't know which direction to go in. I don't know how long it's going to be until I like randomly run into somebody who gives me a quest. So it's never a good idea in a game to just be at a point where the player doesn't have any kind of objective. Of course, as we mentioned in games like Animal Crossing, you can kind of do what you want, but in that game, at least they have they kind of establish a basis of like all these things that you can do and can spend your time doing before you're in that position. Whereas in this game, I don't feel like we've reached that point quite yet. I mean, I can still just wander around. I mean, I went out in the forest and stuff, but at this point, it would be better to be given a little bit more direction in terms of where to go and what to do next, while I learn the ins and outs of the game overall and how to navigate and this kind of thing. I don't know if there's like other towns. I don't know a lot of things about the game, so this is all stuff that needs to be introduced to the player. So we're talking to this person again. We got a gift. What is that? Greedy pot.
Appointment.
So we're putting ingredients into it and we get stronger. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so like I need to wrap up the video, but that's very interesting. So I guess the progression is tied to like creating different things and just shoving it into the pot, or like getting them from places or something. It's quite interesting. In any case, yeah. So I hope that I'm sorry, there's people in the background. I hope that the video is useful for you. I think oh, there's a map here. Okay, well that would have been good again to know that. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I think you could do a better job to communicate to the player and to just teach the player in general. But hopefully you got some good bits out of the video here. And do let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.